If your home has felt a little more emotional lately during this wind down of the summer, then you're probably not imagining it. Maybe your child has become more irritable, or maybe mornings suddenly feel more stressful. Maybe bedtime has become harder, or perhaps you've noticed you're feeling more overwhelmed yourself. And the interesting thing is that back to school season isn't stressful simply because life gets busier. It's stressful because everyone's nervous system is adapting. Hi, I'm Dr. Larthenia Howard with Anchor of Hope Counseling and Neurofeedback. And today, I'd like to help you better understand what's happening beneath the surface during back to school season. Because when we understand the nervous system, we often respond with much more compassion and much less frustration. One of the things I often talk about with parents is this idea of change, and that even good change is work. So think about your own life. Maybe you've started a new job or moved to a new house, started a new routine, and even exciting changes require mental energy. Children experience this too. Their brains are processing new teachers, new classmates, new expectations, new routines and environments. And sometimes they don't have the words for all of that. So instead, their bodies communicate it. And you might see things like tears or clinging or anger, fatigue, difficulty sleeping, or more emotional reactions. And those aren't necessarily signs that something is wrong. They're often signs that the brain is working hard to adapt. Here's an idea that I find interesting. Children don't become emotionally regulated simply because we tell them to calm down. They learn regulation through relationships. So think about a newborn. A baby cannot calm themselves. They borrow the calm of a caregiver. So as children grow, they become increasingly independent, but they continue to rely on trusted adults to help regulate emotions during stressful times. And this process is called co-regulation. That means that your calm voice, your facial expression, your patience actually becomes part of helping your child's nervous system settle. That doesn't mean you have to be calm every second of every day. I know that's not realistic, but it does mean that children benefit when they see adults return to calm after becoming stressed. And so repair does matter here. If you lose your patience one morning, let's say, and you can come back later in the day and say something like, "I'm sorry I raised my voice earlier this morning. I felt stressful too," then that teaches something incredibly valuable. It teaches that emotions can be repaired. I want you to imagine two different mornings. And the first morning goes like this. Everyone is late, shoes are missing, someone can't find their backpack, and then a parent begins yelling, "Hurry up!" And everyone leaves the house stressed. And then another version of this is the picture looks the same, the backpack is still missing, the schedule is still tight, but the parent pauses this time. They take a breath, they get down to the child's eye level, and they say something like, "I know this feels frustrating. Let's figure it out together." And I know you noticed the difference there. The circumstance didn't change. The nervous system experience did. And that's the power of emotional regulation. During this time of the year, parents often ask me, "How do I make mornings perfect?" And my answer, of course, is you probably won't. And that's okay. Your children aren't keeping score of how many mornings went exactly according to plan. They're learning something much deeper. They're learning what happens when life gets stressful. Do we panic or do we stay connected? And those moments become templates for how children eventually respond to stress in adulthood. I'd like to offer you 3 ideas that are practical tools to try this year. The first is to slow yourself down before trying to speed your child up. The second is to connect before correcting, and that looks like a calm touch or eye contact, or saying your child's name, then give directions. And then the third is to end each school day with one question that isn't about homework. You can try something like, "What made you smile today?" Or a question like, "What felt hard today?" Those conversations build emotional safety. If your family feels a little stretched this season, then you're not failing, you're adapting. And transitions ask a lot of our brains, they ask a lot of our nervous systems. The goal isn't to eliminate stress, the goal is to help one another move through it with connection. Because children don't need perfect parents, they need emotionally available ones. Thank you for spending these few minutes with me today. If this video encouraged you, then I'd love for you to subscribe to the Anchor of Hope Counseling and Neurofeedback channel. Every week, we explore topics about relationships and parenting, trauma, ADHD, emotional wellness, neurofeedback, and practical ways to build healthier families. So until next time, remember, hope often grows in the smallest moments of connection.